So what I've got here is a 55-gallon drum. It's an old one I've had and stuff for had it for another purpose. It didn't work out, so we're using it for this project. And so the first thing I'm going to do is start on this, because this is going to be the burner for the whole gasifier. And the first thing I needed to do is to be able to work on the inside. So I'm going to cut the top off. And I made a kind of a chalk mark, and drilled some holes to start off with, and I'm probably going to use this saw to do it. And the chalk line will be my mark. So that'll allow me to get to the inside. Then I can start working on other parts of it and proceed with that. So we'll start with that, and I'll be back with that. And again, this is a 55-gallon drum. There is the inside. Dusty inside, but there we go. That's better. So you can see a little rusty on the inside, but not bad. It's all surface. I got, it's about a finger width edge, give or take, edges. So anyways, on to the next step. Okay, YouTubers, just wanted to show you more of what I've done on the this is part 2 of the gasifier that I'm building. It's a Fema gasifier, and I've got the barrel here. I've cut the top off of it because I need to get access to the inside, and I've started by putting basically a 6-inch axis down here. This will be a ash clean out port. It's just loose on there. The plate there that you see there was actually cut out from the top of the barrel that I just showed you, that I cut out this top right here. Took that piece and cut that out, attached some nuts and bolts, and that will be sealing that there. I need to put a gasket there, but and some cleanup, of course, a lot of cleanup. But that'll be my ash cleanout port, and as you can see, that's where I cut out the cover for that port. This again is the 6-inch fire tube that I'm going to be using in this, so that should allow me for a larger engines and stuff like that. I also yesterday put some hydraulic concrete in the bottom here. That's used to basically hold the heat from the ash there, not necessarily seal it from water, but to help it from burning out in the bottom there as the ash falls down to the bottom. So they recommended that, and I've seen it other places as well. So that's hydraulic concrete. And here's what I got. I got this at Home Depot. So this is 20 pounds, and I put all 20 pounds in there. And the one thing I noticed on the read the directions on these, because it's a lot different than your regular concrete. It does set up really quick. They say 2 to 3 minutes. So as soon as you're done mixing, you get it in place, because it starts to harden, and it's really almost impossible to reform. So it's a lot different than working with normal cement. So it's almost turns to a clay type stuff instantly and starts to harden. So 2 or 3 minutes is all you got. So only mix what you need and mix more later. I think I did this in 6 or 7 processes, but still by the time I got it in here. Now it was cold. The warmer it is, the better it is to work with. It's pretty cold. It's about 40 degrees in here, but 35, 40. But yeah, it sets up quick, so be aware of that. And again, I got that at Home Depot, and 20 pounds what I used. I think you can get it in 5 and also a larger amount, but 20 pounds was about what I was thinking. And it makes it heavier when you move it and stuff. All right, I'll show you the next process that I have, getting ready to go here. And again, I'm using a lot of recycled stuff. I'm using stuff I already have, pieces I have, and making things that I don't have. I could buy them easily, but trying to do this economically and with what I have as much as possible. So anyways, I'll show you what else I'm working on here with this. I've showed you this before, but this is the stainless steel pot basically that I'm using at the bottom to catch and hold the wood as it turns into charcoal and we pull the gas from it. This is going to hang below the fire tube, about 1.25 inches is what they recommend for this. They said drill lots of holes. I have. Hopefully it's enough. I'm having trouble drilling them on the sides, but they said a 1/2 inch hole, so that's what those are in the bottom, and it's quite a few. We will have a shaker built to shake a lot of the ash out and process this through. But there you go. It's rude and crude, but it works. It's probably going to work. And then I'll hang this by chains underneath the fire port once I have it in there. Speaking of which, here is my cover. I had an 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch sheet. So this will actually be the new cover for this barrel to complete the top, and we'll have a gasket seal underneath this. Probably I've got a high temperature silicone I'll show you later that I'll use as a gasket for this. There's the RTB gasket for them too as well. This is kind of obviously not round, and that's because there's hangover here, and I'm going to use the plan is to use some brackets, and we'll tighten it down, the whole thing down with bolts. So over here I have some scrap pieces of metal I had, and I bent them into an L bracket so that I can attach them underneath here, and I'll put holes in them and then use a bolt. I'll attach them to the side of the can, and then use a bolt, and I'm going to make a slit right here, some holes in these to attach it, and for the bolt, and I'll make a slit right in here going this way, and that will hold the bolt there, and there'll be 8 bolts all the way around this. So that's the idea for the cover. Hopefully it'll work, and that's what I have for that. And as far as scrap and stuff to make a new cover, it needs to be sealed tight. Again, the gasifiers, you need to be able to control the air and keep things tight, so air is only coming through one direction and not from a bunch of cracks or holes in the gasifier. So my other plan is to attach this fire tube to the middle of this, so it will hang from the cover down in there, along with the basket there on the chains will be all part of this. So that is the plan for that, and we will give you updates as this proceeds forward. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and answer them. This is how I'm doing it with the Fema. plans, and I've looked at a lot of other plans as well. So anyways, we'll let you know how this goes. Please give me a thumbs up and like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.